Hello, hello. So, you want to learn how to heal in Final Fantasy XIV? Well, this will be a very casual, brief explanation as we go along. For those of you who are new to this game, I'm gonna start out with doing the very first dungeon, a very low-level dungeon called Sastasha, back in A Realm Reborn. I'll be using my white mage. She's a level 60, but yeah, anyway. Well, before we get into the dungeon, I'm just gonna explain like what skills you can use and some advice while you're in the dungeon and how you can help your fellow teammates during the dungeon. Oop. Okay, once you get into the dungeon, everyone's gonna be watching a viewing cutscene, so wait for them to finish. And when they're done, cast Protect before they start attacking. But do it before like you're near like a monster, or else you'll get aggro. Aggro is basically being like having monsters or anything else like attracted to you besides like the tank. And you don't want that unless you're the tank. Keep an eye out for the party list, especially the tank. In this case, Paladin. For me, I like to that you can have it keep going down until it gets halfway. If it's halfway, then you can start to panic and then start healing, cure. And just follow the party. Let the tank go first. Like, don't just like run and like grab the monsters or enemies. If you're playing on the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3, if it's hard for you to target your party members, like what I do is just press the arrow keys up and down. I think, to me, that's the fastest way to target people. When you know, like, when you know that you're okay with healing people and, like, no one's, like, getting badly hurt or anything, then you're free to, if you want, you can help attack as well. But right now, since my level is down to 15 or 18, the only skills I have available are the ones highlighted on my hotkey set. Be sure to attack the ones that everyone else is attacking. Like, you can tell by looking at their HP going down, like so, and then go on to the next one. Casting Arrow, which is a DOT skill, damage over time. It helps if you do it from time to time, because it'll make killing them faster, at least for a little bit. I actually forgot to set my stone 1. Stone 1 is another damaging skill you can use. As I said before, if you know you're okay with healing and no one's getting badly hurt, you can quickly switch to cleric stance and start attacking. When you have cleric stance in effect, I think the arrow skill damage will be greater. And if you're not going to attack, then go back or disable cleric stance so it can focus on healing. So if you're just gonna focus on healing, then don't use Cleric Stance, because if you have it on, then it'll weaken your healing ability. If you're having trouble healing, then I would advise that you keep your target on the tank. So you don't have to like keep switching it between like different people or like anything else. Like don't like constantly attack, and then if you're constantly attacking, if you're not focusing on the team members, like you won't notice that their HP is going down. Another piece of advice, if you're casting anything, don't move. Quickly target and just cast your skill. If you want to be, like, quick at it. But that's just how I roll, so, yeah. I've been doing White Mage for a long time now. So yeah, I think it's been about more than 2 years, maybe 3. Shoot. Okay, that was my bad, but I think she got the aggro. So that's what I mean, like, try not to get aggro. The other two who are not tank, they're called DPS, aka damage per second. They mainly focus on offense, while the tank focuses on defense or taking all the damage. That's why they're called the tank. If someone dies because they get the aggro besides the tank, like, but they get the aggro first besides the tank, like, don't blame yourself, because I mean, it would have been an accident, like, that they didn't notice that they were there. But that's the reason why we have a tank. They're supposed to get all the damage, so yeah. Don't worry about it. Also, if someone dies, that means the protect won't be there anymore. Like any, oh. They forgot this one little thing here. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but anyway. Okay, so what you do is, when the boss comes up, target him, and then focus target. So then you'll see its HP bar at the top of the screen. But that was pretty bad because I don't know what was happening with my recording, so I'm sorry about that. I'll show you in the next boss. I would also advise that you don't do exactly what I do. because I'm already experienced in, you know, what to do. If you're new, I would say just take your time, just focus on their HP, your team members, and the enemy. Wait until the tank goes and gets them. So what I was trying to say before... So this boss has 2 minions with him. So we're gonna go ahead, target the main boss, click square, go to focus target, and then his name and the percentage, or his name and HP bar will show up. It's going to be really useful in the future in higher level dungeons, because some bosses will cast like something super important and it's something you gotta watch out for and avoid. And it's just nice, like, seeing, you know, how much HP the enemy has, so we can time what skills you want to use and all that. That doesn't mean we fail, like, that's just part of the dungeon. He's supposed to run away, then you'll just see him later again. I forgot to mention one other skill that you can use to attack, but I recommend that you don't use it in dungeons. It's called Fluid Aura. It's this blue icon, the left side over here at the top. What that does is it pushes the enemy away from you. It does some damage, but it'll like push them away. But the reason why I say don't use it in dungeons is because you have a group and, you know, we want the enemies to be like right there. We don't want them moving too much, so it'll be easier for the DPS to attack them. Oh, my bad. If you push them away, honestly, it'll just annoy some people, I think. Because they might have a certain way of attacking and keeping things under wraps. You're free to do it outside of dungeons, though, if you're on your own. Or if you're with your friends, it's totally fine. It's a nice skill. Get it. If you want, if there's like stuff to pick up from the ground, like you can do it while they're still attacking to save time. Also, when you target the tank, you'll see what he's attacking. So the blue is team member or, you know, good. Red is the enemy. So if you want to attack as well, be sure to attack the same thing that he's attacking. So if you want to see what he's attacking, just, you know, target him. They put letters next to the enemy's names because there's more than one of them, and you can tell the difference. Second boss. Focus. Again, if you're going to attack, go for the minions first to get them out of the way, and then the boss. Be sure not to excessively heal people, so you don't attract aggro as well. Especially if your tank is kind of on the weaker side, I guess. Okay, so I just use Asuna. It dispels like debuffs that are cast on your team members. So when you're targeting, you can see the effects they have on themselves. There's a protect icon right there. If you see anything else that looks like, if it's red, like that second one right there, then use Asuna. And it gets rid of the accuracy down effect. The faster you do it, the better. If it's only like, if it only lasts for like 3 seconds, then there's no point doing it. Also, if you want to talk to your party, just click the touchpad. Click this bubble icon here, and then select party. If you don't have a keyboard, then it's gonna be a little hard. Or, you know, it is hard just typing with your controller, actually. Don't be afraid to talk or ask questions in the party. Worst case scenario, they won't answer because I don't know why they should, you know, talk communication if anyone is lost, you know? If they don't, then I'm sorry. This is why I'm making videos, because I want to help people, like, guide them basically. In case, you know, people don't really answer them in game. If you're new and people are like, aren't cutting you some slack or they're mean to you, you know, please just ignore them. There's going to be like rude, mean people in this game without consideration for other people. Best you can do is just ignore them. And if you're new, just tell them that you're new. Like all you gotta do is type in "I'm new." Like that's it, and they'll understand that you may not always know what to do, and you'll make mistakes. But you know, nobody's perfect. So we're off to the final boss. Wait until everyone's done like watching their cutscene. And if you look at the top of the screen, there's a timer for that protect skill. There's 16 minutes left, but if it's almost done, like just recast protect. I'm going to assume you know what's in this dungeon and what to expect from the bosses, so I'm not going to explain that, but I'll probably make another video explaining what to do in dungeons. But for this video, it's going to be about healing. Oh shoot. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't look in that corner. So if you get aggro, just go straight to the tank. Like, just go straight to him. Lead the enemy to him so he can get it faster. And that he can get the aggro. Shit, we are not looking at this. Oh well, whatever. If it looks like no one's like attacking the minions, just keep healing. Focus on healing. Oh, by the way, if you get aggro, like don't run around like a maniac, like away from the tank. It'll be harder on everyone else. And yeah. Let's give it to Roy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful and helpful and you learned something from it. If there's anything I can work on, please let me know. If you have any other questions, let me know. Like, I'm happy to answer them. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later.